put my hand and have a look inside? Follow me, guys.
It's the May Day bank holiday weekend, and in the Gloucestershire countryside, at the wonderful Woodchester Mansion, a special, if a bit unusual, event is happening. This is a special May Day weekend with a gathering of steampunks. But what is steampunk?
Steampunk is the reimagination of a Victorian world. So science fiction, but with a Victorian aesthetic. But for me, it's just been able to dress up as an adult and that you can get away with it.
Time travel.
Yeah.
Engineering.
Dressing up. Never grew out of dressing up.
Oh, you can say engineering if you want.
A reimagined future where we just get to play.
Yes.
Science fiction and being able to make stuff to dress up in.
What is steampunk?
I don't know. I'm just here for the beer.
Can we?
What is steampunk?
Steampunk is most of the things and most of the people in the world that I love together in the same place at the same time. End of.
No, it's pretty fine.
What is steampunk? Woodchester Mansion itself was built between 1855 and 1873, but was never completed. This was because the owner ran out of money. Despite the fact it was never lived in, some people claim the house is haunted. Not by anyone who lived in the mansion, because no one ever did, but by ghostly children from previous homes on the site. In the kitchen, though, other strange things are happening. Teapot racing is a common steampunk event. A legend we have just made up says that it started in the potteries in Stoke-on-Trent in Victorian times. A potter, returning to a newly fired batch of clay teapots, found them racing each other up and down the factory. Now, though, the pots have grown wheels and have a difficult assault course to tackle.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, brew! Backwards works if you can get your head around it. Okay. This was built for Forest last year, which was a event in a month or two. But then I took it out on the mean streets of Bristol, outside a cocktail bar. Somebody used it for a demolition derby. It took me longer to fix it afterwards and it had to build it. So far, it's a little waffle thing. Our fastest store of the day.
Outside the mansion, demonstrating his skills, is an apprentice stonemason.
There's all different, with a huge variety of tools, chisels, mallets. Master Stevens talks about when he first started, you know, he had his sort of small box of tools and he thought, right, that's it, I've got all my tools that I need for my career, and then you expand a bit more and you think, oh no, I need these tools, and then eventually you end up filling about 2 chests.
In fact,
Actually, probably best if we do the little circle in the middle first. So if you wanted to start with that.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is you just hold the chisel, not like white knuckle, just like a pencil or a paintbrush, sort of relaxed grip in your left hand and the mallet in the right.
So, like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so just go around the circle. Is it?
Yeah. Just follow the circle around. You can move the stone to whatever suits you. I try to stand in like a bit like a boxing stance, so you're able to move around and you're comfortable.
Right. Oh my god. So like this?
Yeah. And you can do a strike and then take it away and put the chisel back as well.
Like that, or do I try to go in there? Well, I did it already.
So the hat, this is the tradition. It's from the City of London originally. So this is the cloth version, so it's for a journeyman, so it's a bit more durable. But they had originally made of paper, so that started off, I think, with printmakers, where it's just like a box hat to keep dust and ink and debris out of your hair. And then it's spread to cabinet makers, carpenters, sculptors, and people like Eric Gill. I think there's a famous like Lewis Carroll illustration with the walrus and the carpenter, and it shows they've got the same hat but it's square on, whereas our tradition is the diagonal. And it helps when you start off to train you with posture and keeping your back straight as well. Yeah.
Keep your back straight.
Bend your knees.
Bend the knees.
Keep your back straight.
So that's my Mason's mark that I was given when I was taken on as an apprentice. So whereas my master's mark is just the cross and the two strokes, you get given some kind of variation of that. So then that somebody could look at your work and they could say, oh, that was made by so and so, but he was an apprentice of that particular master.
It's like, oh yeah, they feel correctly.
Probably Peter.
It's now May the 1st, and two sides of Morris dancers have arrived, having first seen in the dawn on the local commons. But why is May Day so important for Morris dancers?
Well, the specific reason for that is simply that it's really the beginning of proper spring. I mean, as some of the songs say, it's the first summer's day. And after the long winter, people would be very glad to welcome spring. This has been going on since, obviously, prehistoric times. Some sort of ceremony, some sort of celebration. And it's just a continuation of that tradition. And over the years, it's mutated, but certain things have stayed the same. And certainly sort of welcoming the new sun, welcoming the sunrise on a day when you feel that things are really changing. That's the reason behind it.
And Pauline's more or less said everything over.
Another traditional entertainment for May Day is a mummers play.
For we come no more nigh you until the next year.
What's the mummers play about? It's to make fun of people in authority.
The jovial crew, as they are known, present a play with a mix of local and traditional characters, as well as an interesting parody of a certain disliked recent Prime Minister.
Like some old geezer you'd meet down the pub, your friend, your chum, your mate. No. I'm amusing.
No, you're not.
I am harmless.
No, you're not.
Originally they would have been called laughing tragedies or mock plays, because the intention was to mock people in authority.
But if you need a loan, then pray now come to me. Because I've got a friend who can help us who used to work at the BBC.
I hope you bought that safety gear and PPI we needed.
I see it is the doctor whose advice I've never heeded. Take
and
this!
the pay rise!
Take this, you greedy little man! Take this, I'll cut you down to slice.
Yes.
Slice? Size! Size! I'll slash you with my dagger here. And what's the line? Oh yes, and cut you across the thighs. I'm cutting your thighs. Oh no!
Yeah, Barbie, pay rise!
Down to humanity.
To save my bacon and fight another day. Even pigs have standards, which is more than you can say.
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, hello, starting pants by very minute. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. Enough of that.
In comes I, a local lad, Hubert Cecil Booth, the vacuum cleaner I dreamed up, and isn't that the truth? I'm here to clean up all the dirt, the rubbish, and the sleaze.
Sleaze?
I will sort out this filthy thing and bring you to your knees. How about you?
Yeah, well, come on in, come on in. Oh.
Not all of us are crooked. We cannot all be bought. I'll suck you to oblivion and then I'll say I'm caught.
Oh, the wig's gone. His strength's gone. Where's the going with blanket? Where's the blanket? Where's the blanket? Oh, where am I dying? Am I dying here?
Yeah.
Oh,
die everywhere.
Go on, hurry up and die. Die faster.
Returning to the kitchen, racing teapots have been replaced by tea duels. Another legend we have just made up is that when duelling with swords and pistols was outlawed, a more sedate way to settle disputes was needed. This coincided with the creation of the malted milk biscuit.
So, tea dueling. I am the tiffin mistress this afternoon, ably assisted by Ellen, and we will be... We will be hosting your tea duel. The rules. You will have a cup of freshly poured tea with milk. The tea is the same temperature because it comes out of the pot. The two contestants will sit down. They will choose their biscuit. You then, on my command, tip your biscuit upside down. Excuse me, I'll demonstrate and then I'll eat this one. Tip your biscuit upside down and dunk, and you hold it at least half the way up. That's to the cow's bottom. Into your tea for a count of 5. And then I say out. And when I say out, you lift your biscuit back up and you hold it. And this is the jewel. What you have to do is you have to wait as long as you can to eat the biscuit cleanly. If it falls off, if it wobbles, splats on the table, your clothes, your hand, you're out. The last person to cleanly eat their biscuit is the winner of that round. So if you happen to make a mess and your opponent still has their biscuit, as long as they cleanly eat it, they've won. If they mess up as well, then we have a repeat. We only repeat once. Yeah, I'm not doing this so everybody gets half a pack of biscuits. That's it has been done. Okay, so the winner of each round goes through to the next round and then through to the grand final. Okay, where I believe there is a grand prize.
And the prize is the claret decanter.
Okay, nice. This was very nice. Yes, this was. We didn't know there was a prize at the beginning. So, please can I have my first two contestants? That's Ali and Carl.
I was hoping to get to watch somebody first, but never mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the competition is in action, please keep quiet.
Can't we cheer?
Thank you.
Can't we support one of the
I get the first cup of tea, which is nice, because it means it's not been stewed.
Oh, milk in there?
It's beautiful. It's not one of those sort of dragon ones, is it? Where you've got poison in the bottom.
I left the poison.
She left the poison at home, that's all right then. Excellent. So, would you like to choose?
I'm going to stir it first.
Would you like to go first? Choose yours.
Yes.
Very important to choose the right biscuit.
You'll have to carefully select your
That one.
That's the winner.
That one.
I'm going to go for that.
And is there a way to hold it?
Well, there are lots of different ways.
So you dunk it to the cow's bottom.
Yeah, so you hold it one end, but whether you hold it that way or whether you hold it on the edge, there are lots of different ways and different ways people hold them.
And what's the count for dunking?
For five. Count to five. Five. Yeah. On your marks. Get set and dunk. 2, 3, 4, 5. And withdraw. Now the jewel. Starting to get a wobble. Some very serious faces here. Very tense indeed. So, choose your biscuit, please. He's definitely checking the biscuits. Yeah.
We're looking for cracks and imperfections.
Yes.
Make sure that your biscuit is whole.
Okay, on your marks. Get set and dunk. 2, 3, 4, 5. Withdraw. And jewel.
Well, the attention's building.
There is a lot of concentration going on. Although it's trying to psych him out.
Techniques, the
Very different, yeah. Let's
And so the May Day celebrations end for another year, with a myriad of events which have taken place at the spectacular Woodchester Mansion. We hope they return again for another year, but we leave the mansion in peace, with only the ghosts for company.